Welcome back to Brain Bites, where we feast on trivia and fun facts. New here? Join the horde and don't forget to ring that bell. Today we're bringing you 25 of the weirdest laws around the globe. Fasten your seatbelts, it's time for a wild ride. First, we touch down in sunny California, USA, where it's a $500 offense to detonate a nuclear bomb within Chico city limits. Yes, you heard correctly. One would assume the penalties for nuclear detonation would be slightly more severe. Next, we're off to the historic city of London, England, where it's a crime to die within the Houses of Parliament. This unusual law exists because anyone who dies in Parliament is technically entitled to a state funeral. Talk about an incentive to stay alive. Did you know that in Victoria, Australia, it's illegal to change a light bulb unless you're a licensed electrician? That's right. If you're in Victoria and you find yourself in the dark, you'll need to call a professional to brighten things up. Let's head over to Eureka, Nevada, USA, where it's illegal for men with mustaches to kiss women. Maybe the ladies were tired of the prickly kisses? You've got to shave it off to show your love here. Over in New Jersey, USA, it's against the law for birds to poop on statues. The authorities might have a hard time communicating this one to the birds, but the law stands to protect public properties. Quite a foul situation, don't you think? We now jet off to Milan, Italy, a place known for fashion, art, and a law that mandates you to smile unless you're at a funeral or hospital. The law, which dates back to the 19th century, was established to keep the city's spirit high. So when in Milan, remember to put on a happy face. We stay in Italy for our next law, where in the capital, Rome, it's illegal to keep goldfish in a glass bowl. Apparently, this denies the fish a proper, wholesome perspective of the world. Imagine being a goldfish and having the law on your side. Let's make our way up to Denmark, where it's not against the law to escape from prison. The reasoning? They believe in the human right to freedom, even if it means a jailbreak. Moving on to Oklahoma, USA, where making ugly faces at a dog can earn you fines or even a jail term. This law, enacted to prevent animal cruelty, is so broadly defined it includes making faces at dogs. Now, let's visit Switzerland, where you are forbidden from flushing a toilet in an apartment building after 10 p.m. This law, born out of respect for the peace and tranquility of Swiss residential areas, gives new meaning to holding it in. In Scotland, if someone knocks on your door requesting to use your bathroom, you're legally obliged to let them. It's an age-old law in the name of hospitality, but it may lead to some awkward situations. We'll now make our way to France, where naming a pig Napoleon is a crime. To avoid any porky insults towards their former emperor, the French decided to ban it outright. Back in the US, we land in Pennsylvania, where you're breaking the law if you tie a dollar bill to a string and yank it away when someone tries to pick it up. Seems like practical jokers need to read up on their local legislation. In Vermont, USA, ladies need written permission from their husbands to wear false teeth. This law, enacted in the 1800s, aimed to protect husbands from deceit. Smile wide, but keep it honest, ladies. Did you know that in Thailand, leaving your house without underwear is against the law? I guess the mantra, dress to impress, has a whole new meaning here. Let's fly south to Argentina. Dueling is illegal unless both parties are registered blood donors. A bizarre twist on a dangerous practice, don't you think? In Alabama, USA, driving blindfolded is strictly against the law. You might think it's common sense, but evidently, they felt it necessary to put it in writing. Moving to Singapore, chewing gum is banned unless it's therapeutic. So remember, if you're visiting Singapore, leave your gum at home. In Bermuda, you're only allowed to walk your dog during daylight hours. It seems nighttime doggy strolls are a no-no. Moving to sunny Greece, you'd be breaking the law if you play video games, all thanks to a law passed in 2002 in an attempt to curb illegal gambling. Down in Florida, USA, if you're an unmarried woman, save your skydiving adventures for Saturdays because jumping out of a plane on Sundays is a crime. Japan has a law known as the Metabo Law that requires citizens to have their waistlines measured annually. This law aims to reduce obesity and prolong healthy life expectancy. The maximum waistline limit for healthiness is 33.5 inches for men and 35.4 inches for women. Over to the Philippines now, where you're legally required to sing their national anthem with fervor whenever it's played publicly. So if you're in the country when the anthem comes on, sing like you mean it or risk a fine. Speeding onto Germany, where running out of fuel on the Autobahn is against the law. They consider running out of gas on this fast-moving highway as a preventable circumstance, and it can lead to fines. so ensure your tank's full before you vroom off. And finally, we land in Israel, where it's illegal to take bears to the beach. They clearly had to put their paw down on that one. And there you have it, Brainiacs, 25 of the world's weirdest laws. If you enjoyed this strange journey through international legislation, give this video a like and share it with your friends. And of course, let me know in the comments below which law surprised you the most. Until next time, stay curious, join the horde, and feed your mind with brain bites.
Yeah.